take.
Yeah, we'll take that. What type of player do you think you could be at the next level as you develop over time?
I feel like I could be the NBA is about comparison. So I would say I can transition into like a DeJounte or Devin Booker kind of player, where it's not really a one, not really a two, but ball dominant, can come off ball screen, just create for others and obviously create for themselves.
How pleased are you with the way you performed yesterday, and especially the shooting choice?
I was very pleased to come out and, on the stage like this and go out there and perform, but it's not nothing I haven't been working on for the last month and a half, so it's kind of like I prepared for it, so that's what was expected.
Very cool. Good luck, man. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Hey, Carlton, how you doing? First up, sorry, my boys went to City, so I know you're a St. Francis cat.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, but for you, being a kid from Baltimore, how's it been like, going up north just to the rival Pittsburgh? So how was it, the adjustment period, being away from home and being kind of the man in college?
It was different, trying to get used to something like that. Everywhere I went, whether it was AAU, high school, I was never really looked at, to kind of fill big shoes, I would say. And there it was kind of different. It was kind of thrown into the fire right away. So it was different, something to adjust to, but overall I appreciate every opportunity that I was given, and I feel like I made the most out of it.
For you came out hot out the gates, man. You were blazing, and then you had your it seemed like you got maybe hit a little bit of a wall, and then you picked it up. What was that middle stretch of the season? Was it just something you were struggling, injury, but you weren't hitting your shots as much?
I would say it was more just like a confidence thing. I was just in my head. I feel like trying to do things outside of myself, listening to people I shouldn't be listening to, things of that nature. But once I, got back to what I am, got back to my principles, my values, it showed.
Yeah, look at the end of the season. So, for you, what's the biggest area of growth you've seen over the last year, or your year in Pitt?
I would say understanding the game just at a different perspective. Coming from a high school league where I didn't have to really think that much. I just get the ball, score, whatever the case may be. But really thinking the game, I got a 25-year-old that can shoot the shit out the ball. I got a 21-year-old that can catch all these, just understanding different roles, how to maneuver with an older team. And obviously that's what I have to get used to trying to get to this next level.
And for you, what do you think is your most overlooked or underrated skill that you're like, yeah, I'm good at this? People need to pay attention to this.
I feel like my defense is so underrated. I feel like I can really guard, but it's not really talked about like that. I have no problem with that because I'm not like a flashy defender. I'm not gonna get all the steals and everything. If you need somebody to not score, I can go do that.
And I know everyone's going to say weight room is the biggest thing they're, working on. Everybody's trying to get stronger for the NBA. But what are you trying to work out outside of, obviously the weight room?
I would say more like the discipline part of everything. You gotta realize that this is going to become my job now. I don't have to wake up at 9 o'clock and go to school no more. I gotta wake up at 9 o'clock and focus on how can I get better today to perform in front of all these people. So I feel like I'm working on that part of it, maturing and getting into that area where it's you're not trying to be a pro, I'm trying to be a professional. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. And for you, is there any sort of group of players or anybody you watch certain film of that you take direct influence? I know you talked about Devin Booker earlier, and I think who also is Shea. So are there any other guys that that you directly take influence from?
Yeah, I would say, and they're not actually in the league right now, but I would say one of my mentors is Carmelo Anthony. He's from, Baltimore, played on his team and things of that nature. So
Melo Center.
Yeah, Melo Center, all that stuff. So I would say from him, we've been talking a lot more recently, just telling me just little snippets of how to maneuver this, how to do that. I feel like he's definitely been helping me a lot.
And for you, what do you view yourself? I know you were talking about it, you're kind of a ball dominant guy, but are you more of a 1, a 2? Can you play the 3? How do you view yourself there, position wise?
At first answer, if someone asks me what position I am, I'm going to say a point guard. But that's not all I'm limited to be. Like I said, I feel like the biggest part of my game is my versatility. I can do 1, 2, even 3 sometimes. So it's it doesn't really matter to me. as long as I can be on the court and I can contribute to a win.
And playing's what matters. And best of luck, man. Hope you do well.